Hi everyone, I'm Belle. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga practice. For class, you need 2 blocks, some kind of yoga strap. Mine is the one with lots of holes in it, and then a tennis ball. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So for start of class, I'm going to have you lie down onto your back. And we're just going to settle in here. So make sure that you're comfortable and try to align your spine, your shoulders, your hips in neutral. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. And allow your body to be heavy. Notice that darkness that comes from your eyes being closed. Feel that sensation for a moment and allow yourself to feel like you've been planted. You're a seed. And dirt's been dug away. You've been placed in the ground so you can grow, so you can transform, so you can begin to grow through what you go through. Begin to bring some gentle movement. Touch your thumb to your pointer finger, mid, ring, and pinky. Roll out your wrist, roll out your ankles. Begin to find all of the pops and then go the opposite way, finding a moment of gratitude for your body and all that it does for you. And then go ahead and find stillness. We'll journey into some hip circles. So starting with your right leg, pick your leg up, draw a large circle on the ceiling with your knee. Be mindful of any furniture, animals, anything that might be in your way. And then travel the opposite direction, being generous with that movement, but always kind in reflection. Go ahead and lower that leg down. Start with your left leg. Draw a big circle on the ceiling. Try to anchor through your right hand side so you're not wiggling too much. It's okay if you do a little bit. Reroute and find the opposing way. And then go ahead and lower down. Find your strap. Go ahead and lasso your right foot onto that strap. I'm just using the strap like a U. And then you're going to extend your foot up to the ceiling. You can keep your left leg planted for more stability, or you can extend your leg for a deeper stretch. Both legs press through the back of your knee to fully extend your leg. Anchor through your right hip as you continue to reach your leg towards the ceiling. You're going to hang out here for a little bit. Notice what's tight. Notice where there's resistance. Try to keep your foot parallel as you reach your leg a little bit higher, finding extension all the way through the posterior part of your leg, so the back part of your leg. And then internally rotate. So you're going to take both of those tails into your left hand. Rotate your big toe inward. When you change the angle of your hamstring stretch, you get a little bit different sensation. You activate different muscles. Find the opposing side. So you're going to externally rotate. You're going to bring your heel in and your big toe out, but you're still keeping your leg in line with your shoulder and in line with your torso. Find a squeeze of your outer glute. That strength is going to help keep that rotation of your turnout. And then go ahead and release. Wiggle it out. Do what you need. And then we're going to find it on the opposite side. Once again, go ahead and lasso your left foot. Finding that parallel position, really pressing up through your heel to extend your leg. And then find a shape that mirrors what you did on the first side. Feel rooted in your hips as you press down through your left glute. Grow through your leg as you expand upwards towards the ceiling. Find that internal rotation. Dial your big toe in towards center. Pull up with your quads to find more extension through your entire leg. Using your glute med, go ahead and externally rotate. Bring awareness to anything that comes up. How can you release that stickiness in order to grow more? Go ahead and release. Place your strap to the side. Windshield wiper your legs, left to right. And then drop both legs to the left-hand side. Go ahead and come to a fetal position. And then slowly make your way to a seat. For extra spiciness, you can go ahead and grab your tennis ball and you're just going to place it kind of mid part of your glute. First, I'm going to figure four my right ankle over my left leg and then just take that ball and place it underneath my hip. At first, you're just going to hang out, sink into that ball, and allow the connective tissue to start to release, to get out of contraction. You can do some movements, maybe a little bit of a circular sensation. So your fascia is kind of like that white stuff when you peel an orange. All of those fibers help keep your muscles where they're supposed to be. Travel to the opposite side, and if you're not using the ball, you can just hang out in that figure four. So doing things like myofascial release helps loosen up the area so you get more mobility, so more range of movement around the joint. We're focusing on our feet and our hips. So allowing space to open them properly is going to be really beneficial for you. Go ahead and release. Place that tennis ball to the side. And then windshield wiper your legs from side to side. On your next time over to the right, we're going to switch into deer pose. So you're going to create a 90-90 shape. From here, you're just going to lift your knee up and bring it down. We're just going to do this a few times, working through that internal and external rotation. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your leg down and then just reach forward. Allow your body to relax here. Come on up. Extend your left leg out into a half butterfly shape. You're going to start by just reaching to the right, lift up and over, and find that stretch towards your leg. You can place your left hand on your right knee. Use that as a counterbalance. You're going to press down as you reach to the opposite side. Rotate through your spine so you're looking at the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, rotate your torso towards your extended leg. Then collarbone to toes. See if that elongates your spine. Sit up. Take your left leg. Hold it like a baby. And then you're going to rock from side to side, creating more pathways for your hip to glide. And then let's go ahead and switch it out. Find your deer pose on the opposite side. Sit up nice and tall, and then lift your knee up and lower it down. It's telling those muscles, hey, it's time to wake up. We have lots of amazing things to do. You're here for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. On your next exhale, go ahead and reach forward. This is a time to release what no longer serves you, to consciously release so you can let go, so you can grow. Journey up. Extend your right leg into that half butterfly. Inhale, reach to the left. As you exhale, lift up and over to the right. Spin your armpit towards the sky. Find a little more length in your side body. Inhale. As you exhale, rotate. Try to square your shoulders with your toes. And then lower down. Rise. Hold your leg like a baby. Go ahead and rock from side to side. Can you allow nurturing to be a part of your day? And then go ahead and release. Spin your legs around and we'll find our way into a child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch, open your knees like a book, and extend your arms forward. Greet the earth with humility as you continue to press your heart towards the floor and extend your fingertips forward. Inhale, walk to the right hand side. As you exhale, place your left hand on top of your right. Reach deeper into that diagonal. Inhale through center. As you exhale, opposite side, go towards the left. Where can you create space? Return to center. Inhale, tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly, smile your collarbones forward, bring your shoulders back, gaze up to the ceiling. As you exhale, rainbow your spine into an arch. Press the ground away. Go ahead and flow that out. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. And back. Return to neutral. Inhale, tuck your toes. As you exhale, broken toe pose. And yes, it's just as lovely as the name implies. Create a Barbie doll shape with your foot. You can spread your toes out so they're a little wider. Starting from the ground up, the first thing that we get into is our feet. So you're stretching the plantar fascia. We talked about fascia a little bit earlier in class, that connective tissue that runs through your entire body. And when this fascia at the base of your feet gets really tight, you can get things like plantar fasciitis. And this is going to be a really good stretch to alleviate some of that discomfort, which I know is awful. Connect with your breath. Remind yourself that you are in control and the discomfort's only temporary. You're here for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Return to your tabletop. You can roll out your ankles, do whatever you need to do. Inhale, tuck your toes. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Create an upside down V with your torso. Press the ground away as you navigate your shoulders in between your arms. Press your heart back towards your legs. Put a generous bend in your knees. Try to bring your chest closer to your thighs. Keep them there, and then try to straighten your legs to work on your compression and to find more depth in your hamstring stretch. Bend your right knee, sink your left heel to the ground, find that stretch through your leg, and then switch it out. For 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Full breath in and out. Gaze to the top of your space. Walk your feet toward your hands and hang out in a forward fold. Go ahead and grab your blocks. You can stack them, or you can just have one, depending on your flexibility. And the first thing you're going to do is keep your heels grounded and place just your toes onto the block. You should feel a nice stretch through your calves, through your hamstrings, getting a little into your shins and into your ankles. And then release. Place your block to the side, and you can walk over to the right hand side, walk over to the left hand side. Put a bend in your knees and slowly blossom to a stand. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Lift your arms up. Hold for your exhale. Lift up through the arches of your feet. Allow your kneecaps to rise as you engage through your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Find a strong, stable core. Inhale. As you exhale, baby back bend. Bend your elbows. Lift up to reach back. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands to your shins or your thighs. As you exhale, press on your legs and extend out through your spine. Inhale, find more length. As you exhale, heel toe your feet out and find a prayer squat. You can place blocks underneath your hips if you need the support. Bring your hands together at heart center. Press together as you open up your knees with your elbows. You can shift left and right. Inhale, place your hands down. As you exhale, forward fold, bring your feet parallel. Let's do that again. Bring your feet in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. As you exhale, baby back bend. Bend your elbows, radiate towards the sky. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, prayer squat. And when we journey to our squat, we're going to allow patience to settle in so we can truly open up our hips. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Come back to center. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, prayer squat. And this time, inhale, extend your right arm up to the diagonal. As you exhale, extend your left arm down. You can stay here or maybe find a bind. Connect your hands or your wrist behind your back. Inhale, expand. As you exhale, come back to center. Try that the opposite way. Reach to opposite diagonals and then find your bind. Return. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Heel toe your feet back in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down and back, weight into your heels. Bring your thumbs up by your ears. Try to straighten your spine. Inhale. As you exhale, drinking bird, fly your arms back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift onto your toes. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Lift your right leg up. Pause, find your balance. Inhale. As you exhale, figure four. Cross your ankle over your thigh, and then sit down and back. We mirrored this shape on the ground. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, fly it back. Land light. Release your back knee to the ground. And then you're going to floss it out. So you're going to come forward, find that opening of your hip flexor, and then come back, find that lengthening of your hamstring. Begin to floss it out, come forward and back. One more. Come back into your lunge, tuck your back toes, lift your knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, root to rise. Press your left hip back and your right hip forward. Sink a little bit lower into that shape. Inhale. As you exhale, warrior two, open up. You can surf in and out of the posture. Come forward and back. And then settle in. Press down through your shoulders. Activate your glute max, your glute med. That's going to be important to keep your turnout, but also to create our shape later. Inhale, shift forward. As you exhale, find extended side angle. Press into your bottom inner thigh. Rotate through your wingspan. Look up towards your top hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. High five the back wall. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Shift forward. Keep your elbows by your side. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in and let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down and back. Weight into your heels. Find that length. Sit just a little deeper. Yes, you can. Inhale. As you exhale, drinking bird, fly it back. Elevate your heels. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. This time lift left. Notice how your ankle navigates space to help you find balance. And then land in your figure four. Press down. Find a ability to be stable as you shift and move. Inhale up. Exhale, fly it back, low lunge. Release your back knee and find the movement forward and back. And this allows more space for your nerves to glide. So things like sciatica, that sciatic nerve has a little more space to move around, so it's not as spicy when you ask it to do things. One more, come forward, tuck your back toes, lift your knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Allow your hips to work to be side by side. Inhale. As you exhale, warrior two. And again, you can surf in and out. Go ahead and pause here. Looking forward towards your future. Inhale, shift. As you exhale, extended side angle. Find that reach fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, reverse. High five the back wall. Exhale, Chaturanga Danasana, high to low. All right, breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one leg, Tadasana. Exhale, figure four. Inhale up. Exhale, fly it back, low lunge. We're just gonna move. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, find that extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Chaturanga Danasana, high to low. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, one leg, Tadasana. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, up. Exhale, fly it back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Chaturanga Danasana, high to low. From your tabletop or from your down dog, go ahead and lower to tabletop. And we'll start to do some muscle action drills. Let's work into your glute med and your glute max, and that's going to help with your turnout. With your right leg, fire hydrant, lift up and come down. Find a squeeze of your glutes. Try to keep your hips level. You're here for 4, for 3, last 2, last 1. Now you're going to draw a hip circle. So you're going to go up to the ceiling, out to the side, and down. Two more. Last 1. Go the opposite way. Last 1. Opposite side. Lift out to the side and lower. Engage your powerhouse, so your transverse abdominis, your deep layers of your core. And then begin to do those circles. And opposite way. Return to center. Inhale, tuck your toes. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. As you exhale, forward fold. I'm just going to turn towards you so I can see what you're doing, but you're going to stay facing the same direction. Put a bend in your knees and then slowly begin to rise, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to arrive. Inhale, lift your right leg up. As you exhale, find tree. So you can either connect your foot to your ankle, your calf, above your knee, or into your hip crease. Find a point where you can find your balance, and then bring your awareness to your feet, to your ankles, and notice how they move through space in order to continue to strive towards that balance. And then go ahead and release. Maybe move your hips from side to side. And we'll find it on the opposite side. Inhale, lift that left leg. You can find your ankle, your calf, above your knee, or into your hip crease. So your feet are shaped in such a way that their structure allows you to build a solid foundation on top of. And there are some architects that have taken inspiration from feet and have used it in building because that's how stable our feet are. Go ahead and release. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank, or just meet in a down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, find half pigeon. Bring your shin parallel to the horizon of your mat. Stay lifted or begin to melt into your sleeping pigeon. We talked about sciatica a little earlier. So sciatica is when that sciatic nerve gets compressed and there's pain that radiates all the way down from your hip through your hamstring. So doing this stretch gets into your piriformis and your hip flexor, and it can help alleviate some of that discomfort. Let's switch it out, opposite side. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's switch it out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. As you exhale, go ahead and find your half pigeon. Allow your forehead to graze the clouds or sink to the earth. So a lot of the stuff that we talked about with our hips, that can actually start with your feet. So not being firmly planted, not having your toes spread out wide, instability of your ankle. These can cause problems all the way through your body. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your knees and have a seat. Coming into lotus. You can also take crisscross applesauce if that's too much on your hips or your feet. Let's actually take cobblers first. Grab your 2 blocks. Now you can do cobblers with just your feet together. They don't need to be elevated. But if you'd like a little extra of a challenge, you can place your 2 blocks underneath your feet. And then you're going to fold forward. So the shape, your feet will naturally supinate. So you can think of it like you're holding a bowl of soup in between the arches of your feet. And this movement's really important for things like running and walking and just moving through life. But if you walk with your feet supinated, you can develop a pain on the inner part of your knee. So it's important to stretch this, but also to work your way back to alignment. Now, if you'd like to hang out here, you can just take the stretch. It's wonderful. It's still amazing for the release of your hips. If you'd like to get into our lotus, go ahead and move those blocks. Take your right leg, place it into your hip crease, kind of like that tree, and then take your opposite foot and place it into your right hip crease, and your toes should be facing you like this. Next week, we'll work on getting to an inversion from this shape, but for this week's class, we're just going to hang out in the stretch because it can be pretty intense if you're not used to it. So just hang out here. Everyone loves to talk about the lotus flower, and they're like, oh, it's so pretty, and it's a symbol for all of these things. But the story behind the lotus flower is actually really interesting. It's really unique. Go ahead and release. You're going to switch it out opposite side. So now you're going to start with your left leg on top, and then your right leg. And you might notice that your sides are different. That's okay. Could be things like scoliosis. It could be a muscular imbalance. There's lots of things for it. If it bothers you, just place a block underneath your knee and then settle in. So for the lotus flower, it actually grows in the midst of muck and dirt and slime, and it has to climb through all of that in order to bloom. Go ahead and release. Maybe windshield wiper your legs from time to time, from side to side. Go ahead and lay on to your back. Draw both knees into your chest and gently rock a little side to side. And then find neutral. Inhale. As you exhale, find your happy baby. Pull your knees down as you simultaneously press your feet up. Sometimes it feels like we're in the midst of that muck, right? Like when you have your eyes closed at the beginning of class and everything was dark and uncertain. That's how life can feel sometimes. Go ahead and draw both knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Inhale. As you exhale, extend your left leg out long. Keep your right leg in. Inhale. As you exhale, find your supine twist. Carry your leg across your body. Gaze up or over your opposing hand. Now, when life feels heavy and dark and uncertain and you're straight in the midst of the muck. It's important to remember that you haven't been buried, but rather you've been planted. Go ahead and switch it out, opposite side. And then find that rotation. Can you believe in your ability to find foundation, to allow your roots to be stable in the midst of uncertainty, in the midst of the darkness and the chaos? Can you keep fighting so you can grow through what you go through, so you can blossom? You are always in the season of becoming. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a big squeeze. Inhale. As you exhale, Savasana. Unapologetically take up space. Close your eyes. Allow your tongue to fall away from the roof of your mouth. Find expansion through your shoulders as you relax your hands and allow your toes to spill open. Just hang out here for a few moments, and I'll guide you out when it's time. Slowly awaken, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a long body stretch. Roll to your favorite side. Come to that fetal position. And then slowly make your way to a seat. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to grow through what you go through. I hope you learned a little bit about the importance of your feet, how to be rooted, grounded, and balanced, and then how to blossom, how to grow through that stickiness, how to find your inner beauty, and hopefully your hips feel a little more open as well. Once again, I'm Belle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you again very soon. Have a great rest of your day.